Hey, what's up, boys and girls? Back for another episode of the Daily Crypto News. As you guys know, got vibing here. I got my brother with me, Mr. Scott Tripp, also known as the Crypto Beast. As you guys know, we always take a couple minutes out of our day, try to give you a little forecast of what we're looking at in the market and some interesting news topics. So without further ado, I'll let Scott jump in and tell you a little bit more about himself.
Hey guys, as you know, I work for BigONE, just do the marketing and have lots of fun actually doing the daily news every Monday to Friday. So I'm excited to tune in with you guys and just go over the news of the day. I feel a little bit more bullish than I did yesterday, that's for sure. Different mood, a little bit more positivity with the way that the markets are. So yeah, excited to talk about this today.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, that was one of the first things I was going to say is that you can always tell. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. We hinted on it that the crypto news market or market kind of gets quiet, so to say, especially like crypto Twitter on the days that the sentiment's a little bit bearish and people are selling. Don't like to say bearish, but so people are taking profit, right? And yesterday there was a lot of that. We came back to retest some of the lows in the $2.3 trillion market cap, and that was very interesting. And it threw a lot of people out. I think a lot of people got shook out. And I think if you're watching us and you tune in with us, you know that we keep holding strong. We both kind of think that the bull market's just getting started, and there's still some room to grow. So don't get shaken out in these little times right here, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree 100%.
So to jump into my first article today, for me, being here in the States, you guys know that the States are still kind of they're trying to adapt to cryptocurrency. So one of the biggest articles that came out today was the LA Lakers, the Staples Center. The Staples Center is very famous. They announced today that they're going to be changing the name of the stadium on Christmas Day to Crypto.com Center. So that is super big bullish news for Crow. I don't know if you hold Crow or heard us talk about Crypto Card and on a couple episodes ago, but it immediately shot the price up about 35% today. I'm going to be looking for a lot of growth coming out of Crow. They also offer some amazing products, and I think that they're going to kind of lead the way with innovation and getting mass adoption for on certain levels, not all the way around, but especially with transactions. They make it super easy for people to use their crypto to make purchases through the Crow card, and you can just stake your Crow there. So if Crow does have a bullish run, you're already staked and you're getting percentages on top of that. So that's really big. I know Scott holds a Crow card as well. He introduced me to it, so I know this is good news for him as well.
Yeah, no, I'm happy.
Look at the smile. But did you hear about it today? You heard about them making a change for the arena?
For the arena? Yeah, I heard about that. Oh, it's awesome. Like, I'm excited. I'm super pumped. Like, it's all these good news when you hear stuff like that, right? Like, it is what it is. But
and you know who reported it? The funny thing enough, the news came out of Singapore, out of the AEG exchange. So it just goes to show how how embedded the Singapore financial system is into the cryptocurrency market, all the way here in the States, man. Just a great financial hub for crypto, and just they're just kind of leading the way, man. Makes me smile to know Andy's out there and he's a part of that mix.
Exactly. And now I'll start the news kind of a little bit negative, but end with positive, so no worries. But it's not really that negative. It's just some young kid that wasn't I don't know.
Oh yeah,
anyways,
I heard about it.
Yeah, Canadian police arrest teen for allegedly stealing 36 million in crypto. It's the biggest cryptocurrency theft ever reported in Canada. Apparently he was arrested for allegedly stealing 46 million or 36 million worth of cryptocurrency through a SIM swap attack on a victim located in the US. And he was caught for it. It says they actually use like duplicate phone numbers and SIM cards to actually steal it. So they're saying that there had to be an inside source when he did it. But here's the thing I think about when that happens is how long is that kid going to be in jail for? Probably a week or two before some government people grab them up, or somebody grabs them up and tries to get some of the knowledge that kid has, or put him behind. Like, the thing with those skilled like almost in a way, he is a little bit of a hacker, obviously, or something. Like, you would have to think they would want to hold on to those skills and develop them into something for them or whatever, for their side of things. But I just find it interesting, such a young kid to go to jail with such a large amount of money, but it's also showing that governments are going after these people now, which is amazing. Another good example is BitConnect as well. Yeah, they're starting to get some of these monies back and starting to pay back the victims, which I'm super impressed with, and it makes me honestly that little bit more bullish. So
Oh yeah. So I mean, yeah, I see that I heard about this earlier, and you know, I think it was like a video game user, right? Like, and it was like so he was able to
oh,
hack something.
he was using names, like he would
That's
buy
what he was purchasing.
rare
There he was. He
names
was
with it,
purchasing
like
video.
online game
Yep.
names.
Yep. So that was very interesting, man. That was a crazy article, but it definitely goes to show that you know there is a lot of talent in this space that we're in right now, and we
Oh yeah.
definitely have you know just kind of like you know look at that talent and try to take advantage of it, not in the sense of taking advantage of the people, but taking advantage of these skillful people and putting them into a great situation so they're able to do what they want to do without you know doing anything harmful like this. But also goes to show how open the blockchain is and how safe that is because again they were able to track this down and you know find the kid.
Yeah, which is amazing. Obviously, the kid screwed up and did something that he obviously shouldn't have, for him to get caught like that, or somebody on the inside told who was the one that did it. But whatever, they get caught, they pay the crime for the
Oh yeah,
crime.
do the crime, do the time. So
Yeah.
for my next article, if you guys are watching some charts today or looking at the top gainers, at least on the you know top chips, you know Sandbox is one of the things that was pushing really hard the last couple of days. They were able to recover from their dip, back up like a 50% rally over the last like 24 hours to 30 like 24 to 36 hours, and a lot of that is because some of the news that they have coming out. So the Sandbox metaverse is set to launch the alpha on November the 29th. So alpha is this the metaverse is a project inside of the metaverse and on Sandbox. So with that coming out, that's gonna definitely make some bullish news. So this is gonna be about 5,000 alpha passes that they're gonna be giving away, and it's gonna be you know um, anything from you know tokens, NFTs, or access to content. So that's going to be really big for the Sandbox community.
I'm yeah, I'm like, you already know, I'm bullish on Sandbox, so I'm excited to hear that they're launching. That makes me even more excited. So I'd assume that's why I seen a bit of a upswing today. So I'm guessing that's the reason why, but I'm pretty sure, like you're saying, you're that little bit more bullish because it's not done yet. Like, I don't think, anyway, it's not financial advice, but I think there's definitely some more room for growth here. There's no question in that token. So
Oh yeah,
I'm super excited.
they're going to be able to lock in value because these NFTs that they're giving away, Scott, the only way that they can be used is inside of the game, inside of the metaverse. Like, so think about that. That gives your NFT like a real live utility. So that's going to be super cool, super bullish news, man. Excited to hear more about it.
I hope I can get an NFT if I'm holding Sandbox. Maybe they'll just airdrop me some. I'll be okay with it. I
Yeah,
won't
man.
complain.
It's gonna be more than 2,250 people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next article I'll share with you. Oh, I'll pop it up first. There's no point in seeing an old article if you can see the new one. I'm excited about this one, even though I won't purchase one of them, but it's still super exciting. Fidelity in Canada approves to become Canada's first Bitcoin custodian. So they're using mutual fund giant Fidelity Investments has obtained regulatory approval to launch the first cryptocurrency trading and custody solution for institutional players. So what that means is, I believe, for banks and stuff to actually use them to purchase Bitcoin ETFs, which is awesome. Maybe it'll open the banks up to the idea of cryptocurrency a little bit more. And it seems like Canada's pushing it that little bit as much as the US is pushing it, kind of same kind of level in a way, I guess. But I guess we've had ETFs for a bit longer, but to actually have the banks start starting to use Fidelity will be awesome. I'm super pumped.
Oh yeah, I mean, so to try to chime in on that, it's just like, yeah, it's going to be great news for Bitcoin, and it goes back to what you're saying. It's kind of like a custodial platform in a sense that's going to bridge, Fidelity's investments to be able to take place in some of these in some of these centralized markets. So this is going to be them trying to cross this hurdle in a sense for regulatory issues. So if they are able to do that, that's going to bring in major assets. I know Fidelity, they have their assets. They manage about $4.2 trillion of assets. So that's a lot of money that be coming potentially towards the crypto market, even if it's only a small percent.
And even though it's on paper, not really digital.
Yep.
But at least it still goes towards cryptocurrency. I think in the end, you'll still see it in the total volume, I would assume anyways. So, which is good. And then
so for my last article, more bullish news. So for the people who don't know, Portal, which is a layer 2 built on Bitcoin to help, they do swaps and stuff. So they actually formed a partnership with Polygon, aka Matic. So that's going to be they're building a partnership to basically speed up the transactions and help with the Bitcoin transactions and transaction speeds on the blockchain. So they're going to be teaming up to be able to offer people, wrap BTC, proof of stake BTC, and different like Bitcoin swap tokens. So anything that's been available on Portal as well as Polygon will be able to use this bridge. It's going to be pretty cool, especially when we start thinking about the Web3 aspect of it. This will allow Bitcoin to be a little bit more utilized in the Web3 and the DeFi space. So that's going to be really cool to get some of those big Nazis bags to use in DeFi, in my opinion. So that's going to be pretty cool, man. I like the news, and congratulations to Portal as well as Polygon.
I love DeFi. Like, it's one of those things that's continuously evolving, at least, which is nice. I guess sometimes in a way I feel like BTC is a little bit stagnant. I know they came out with that Taproot, but I still feel like there's so much more that they could kind of develop or do with that whole thing to blow up cryptocurrency even more, and they're just kind of missing that. And Satoshi in the end kind of said that when he left Bitcoin, is there was still a lot of work to do. And obviously I feel sometimes there's still a lot of work to do with Bitcoin, but we'll see, I guess. And then
as long as they keep building and bridging, as long as they keep building and bridging off of it, and then they're making partnerships, because the tough thing about building off the blockchain is everybody has to build off Bitcoin independently, right? But that's what makes it so many blockchains. But once they're able to kind of start partnering up and like we always talk about unity and unite those bridges and these projects, it's gonna be a good flow for everybody.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then my article, another good little news thing. Newegg is offering 20% Black Friday discount if you pay with crypto. So you can pay with Doji, with Bitcoin, or Ethereum, and they're promising the 20% off, which is amazing. And they say part of it's to do with because they can't get a hold of these graphics cards that were used in mining, like the 3 series ones they're calling it, is making it really hard to find them because of that. But I think it's awesome that they're actually going to accept cryptocurrency payments and take 20% off. I love that.
Yeah, I would be looking forward to a lot of that coming up in the near future with the holiday season coming up. I expect CRO to have some similar promotions. And for people who don't know, go back to the CRO story. I think they offer 1% back in CRO on transactions.
Depending on the card that you have, like each card has a different benefit. Like I think the biggest you can get is actually like 8% back, but you got to hold 100,000, I think, in it. You even get private.
I mean, that's only 50,000, man. It's only 50 cents right now. It's only $50,000.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's minor drop in the bucket. Come on,
Yeah,
Who
man,
says I
that's
don't
great.
already have it? I don't. I really don't. But
Well,
anyway,
it'll definitely be coming to you soon enough. Just keep holding crow, bro. But I think that's going to be really good news. Just to keep just. I think every day we get a little bit more news that should make the everybody a little bit more bullish, man. I always keep saying that we're part of a finite group of 8% of people that's involved in cryptocurrency. So if you're ever viewing us or watching this right now, you consider yourself one of the elite, because I mean you're a small percent of the world that's involved in crypto.
yeah, I'm excited. Like we're like you said, first inning, not even first inning. Probably we're just stepping up to the batter's box to take our first swing kind of deal. Like we're
Yeah.
so new into it. It's so exciting. And I was telling my wife even today, like she just doesn't understand cryptocurrency. But in the end, I was like, we're just so new in it. Like barely anybody knows about it. Like the people that do know, it's amazing. Like I'm super excited. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Before we get out of here, guys, I like to give you a little scoop on what's going on in the forecast with the whole crypto market as a whole. Always is not financial advice, just like to give you guys a little insight. Yesterday, we visited some lows that made people uncomfortable between the 2.3, 2.5, 2.7 area. And then today, the total crypto market is up to 2.77. So right at the $2.8 trillion mark, still down still down 5.7% from the last high. But still, that's going to be some amazing growth. They took up about half of what we lost yesterday has already came back, in other words. And the Bitcoin dominance is down to 41.2. So that makes me bullish on alts. Dominance is down to 18.4 for Ethereum. So that makes a lot of great news for other blockchains. So guys, pay attention to your altcoins. Be careful. It will be a lot of holiday tokens out there. I've been seeing a few already pop up. Just make sure you do your due diligence. I wouldn't say one's good or one's bad, but I would always say do your due diligence. And if we run across one that we like, we'll definitely bring it up on the show.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited for the different things that are going to happen during Christmas and what ideas developers and different people come up with to spread the idea of cryptocurrency, because that's what it's about, right? That's how they're going to give, is spread the
Bro,
idea of it.
every year this is the most bullish part of the year. So I would be looking forward to, basically being like Rudolph and trying to be that first reindeer on the block,
Yeah.
So
You know what I'd say is anybody wants to give me a Christmas gift, here's my wallet. No, I'm just joking.
I was like, if you know it, you got it memorized, man. That might be really cool. I might actually. So.
Yeah, no.
But guys, we appreciate you coming over, checking us out again today. Back again tomorrow. Make sure you check us out. And as always, stay blessed. Peace out.
Stay blessed. See you guys later.